Howdy, howdy. Starting a little early. Got a lot of good players in this tournament, so it's going to be a tough one. Before we get started, I wanted to actually go over a replay that I got. It was a pretty good game. Just playing just randoms in ranked matchmaking, and had a pretty good game with Scarbrand here. Karanak didn't really do much, but that is what it is. Karanak, I've found, is really struggling ever since the nerfs to the ability that he's got. It's Prey of the Blood God's still pretty decent, especially as a good snare, but it's a little expensive to bring in. And against any kind of armor, tends to really struggle, but Scarbrand here, we're gonna, I've been trying to make him work, and I've been having a little bit more success recently with him than I have in the past, and I'm thinking maybe there's some matchups where this guy's, like, actually really good. I do think that he's genuinely a character that can thrive with the full kit. Slaughter and Carnage gives you a big boost of weapon strength, which is pretty fat. I mean, you can get up over 1k pretty quickly with him. It does max out at 300 kills, which is a lot to have to grind on him. Rarely going to get there, but with Raffle Reaper and Fueled by Rage, proccing, you know, because Scarbrand is the focus of a lot of damage. People really do want to try and get him off the battlefield usually. He's got a nice HP pool to survive through it. Once he gets below half, he gets the weapon damage boost. And then he can just go absolutely crazy. And Bellow of Endless Fury can farm you up some decent kill totals to get Slaughter and Carnage rolling. So, kicking it off here, I just go take the number 3. Move infantry up to the number 1, and I just get my throwing axes on target early. I didn't really know what my opponent had brought Lord-wise. He brought Arbol on foot with the Hellforged Host to protect him. Honestly, an interesting idea, but it is going to mean that there's a lot of ground seeded early on. I don't really think he can afford to do that in the Khorne mirror. I do like Skull Reapers, and I think they're decently strong in a couple of matchups. I think this is one of them. They are very vulnerable to units exactly like the Marauder Horsemen throwing axes. They just absolutely feast on these guys. I mean, they're 1100 gold, no shields, and fairly slow at 35 speed, so it's kind of hard to keep them safe from throwing axes. So, just early on, getting some early damage. Getting a little bit of a value lead here. Scarbrand looking for opportunities to maybe get some damage in, but not being too crazy with them. Just using him out here in front as a little bit of bait. And if my opponent slips up, I can always run in, pop Rage Embodied, force their horsemen into a fight, and then I can overwhelm the position with my superior numbers, which would be pretty brutal. Get a really nice breath attack here with Scarbrand. Get a few kills, nothing too crazy, but take a decent amount of HP off of the Bloodletters here. I've been practicing trying to find the right kinds of opportunities to maximize value on the breath attacks. I do think there's some ways that you can do it. My opponent's Marauder Horsemen slip away somehow. I have no idea how they managed to get out of the radius there. But they do nonetheless. And I am struggling a little bit in some of the frontline fights. Skull Reapers fold up one of my Marauders, but I do get some Blood Beasts in early. They're going to start going to Pound Town on these guys. Blood Beasts, amazing unit. Very good damage output. Halberds are coming over, Chaos Warrior Halberds no less. Definitely don't want to stick in that fight for too long, but just farming a decent amount of value against my opponent here. Losing some infantry, probably should have been a little bit more cautious with the infantry engagements, but dragging my opponent's very expensive units through the mud early, honestly not a bad situation for me. And another breath attack from Scarbrand too. You can use this breath attack pretty aggressively. It's only on a 60-second cooldown, so you can use it over and over again early and get some decent value out of it. Nothing tremendous here. Its targeting priority is a little funky, so it hasn't been getting great shots down the line, but you can almost one-shot entire units with it if you get a good LOS on it and just cast it right down the line of an infantry engagement. It gets pretty tremendous value. Almost as good as Sloughtneers sometimes. Bloodletter's cleaning up some of my Marauders, but not trading great into them. My opponent equalized value a little bit for a minute there, but it's starting to swing back against them, and we do still have throwing axes here, doing some pretty tremendous damage. Blood Beast with Hounds of the Blood Hunt, just running over these Bloodletters, trying to finish them off, and my opponent finally moves Arball and the Hellforged Host out onto the number 3. Chunky is banking up a ton of resources here. Not a bad idea, but definitely something you need to be careful of as Khorne. You do want to have a numbers advantage on the field as much as possible. You've usually got pretty small elite armies, so every unit that you have out is very critical to get value out of and for controlling the flow and pace of combat. And Chunky's just really ceding a lot of that to me right now. You can see, doing a pretty good job of microing the Marauder Horsemen around, though. Drags my Hounds of the Blood Hunt away from the rest of my army. I do get a nice charge in here against the Horsemen, but more Marauder Horsemen folding in on the flank, and a really good Horn of Khorne is going to crush my poor little doggos out here. Only brought one unit of them, but it gives me time to cap up the number 2 objective here. While Skarbrand just hanging out, he is going to use his final breath attack here on the Skull Reapers and get some great damage. Very good breath attack out of Skarbrand here. You can see Slaughter and Carnage getting up there, you know. 89 extra weapon strength is no joke. It's definitely going to give him some extra punching power, and just using the breath attacks, I've gotten about 650 value out of Skarbrand. I really haven't done a lot of charging into combat. I've been very careful with him. He's taken some throwing axe fire, and he has charged down a couple of units. He charged down the halberds just to tear out them and break their position, get them off the field. Runs in here, flattens some Bloodletters, man. His animations and collision damage is kind of crazy. It's another good way you can farm up value on Slaughter and Carnage, giving him a good boost to damage output here. Overextending these Blood Beasts a little bit, but I was trying to stuff my opponent back a little. They did get some decent value, nothing too insane, little cost inefficient, but the axes have been doing very well up to this point, and the Hellforged Host is looking pretty vulnerable over here. I've got plenty of Blood Beasts to charge these guys down. I've got some Khorngors on the way over. Khorngor is going to be very good against any of the Blood Beasts that get in here. My own Blood Beast folding into the middle of combat against the Hellforged Host, getting some good shock damage. Blood Beasts, obviously very good against low armored targets. And the Hellforged Host has a decent armor pool, an HP pool. 60 armor is not terrible, especially for a Bloodletter. Does leave them pretty squishy to really high weapon strength, though, like the Blood Beasts have got. My opponent trying to find his way around my Khorngors. Khorngors being decently fast, though. I am able to intercept one of these Blood Beasts with the Khorngors and my own Blood Beast unit here. Getting a really nice isolation on these guys and just absolutely pummeling them to death here. While my own Blood Beasts just hang out, and I cycle charge with the throwing axes here. We're getting some really great rear charges against the Hellforged Host here. Popping Relentless Rage on my Blood Beast since they are surrounded, and using my Horseman from the other side to surround his in return. Really good damage on the charge from my Marauder Horseman. Looking a little grim, for sure. Taking quite a bit of damage. My opponent's been using the army abilities very aggressively. Very well, also. Lots of horns have been going down. No Relentless Rage. I just kind of banked up one for myself, really, to try and rely on it. And Skarbrand gets in here and just takes Arball to absolute pound town. He's just going down like nobody's business. About to get folded up here. He actually terror routes, and Skarbrand just going to punt him around. Gives him a little football kick there. Looking for the opportunity to finish him off. Slaps him in the face. And shatters him, actually, which is really nice for me. I thought about finishing him here. I think I pull away from combat for a second. Usually a pretty good idea to let your opponent's footlords just route off the field slowly oftentimes. Functionally, dead and gone. You just didn't want to give him an opportunity to resummon Arball, but he did bring a full kit on him, so he's pretty expensive here. Probably should have finished him. Got a big value lead now, and my opponent just having a couple of horsemen left on the field. Pretty much everything cleaned up here, but the Blood Beast sitting on some pretty decent value here. 1100 and 1200, making up for the other one that didn't do nearly as well. Karanak, Karanak's been fighting some Marauder Horsemen. He's been getting in there, lowering their melee defense, and raising the vigor on them. So my units can catch them a little bit easier. It's been very nice for me. Korngor's going to rally back to the point, while Scarbrand's going to look for any opportunity to value trade here at the end of the game. 1k weapon strength, as you can see here, with Fueled by Rage and Slaughter and Carnage. Not even fully charged here, only 28% intensity. But getting him up there with that much weapon strength just at base, that's not even with Wrathful Reaper popped. Even with 2900 HP, he can still get in there and really mix it up with some opponents, depending on who it is. I bring the Hounds back out, going after his Marauder Horsemen. Chunky pulling them through the halberds. Very nice micro there. Just throwing up some Marauders, just to slow their momentum while I bring my Bloodletters forward with another throwing Axeman here. Lots of Bloodletters from Chunky. Chunky been banking up a lot of resources, as I said earlier. Being a little slow bringing all the stuff out, and I do use Karanak over here to finish old Arball off. Just wanted to kill him finally, and start to lower that leadership by 16, and Chunky does throw it in there. It was just a fun game, honestly. And a pretty good showcase of where Scarbrand can be good. He's very good in matchups where you need decisive engagements, especially with the fact that he can rampage, and also just has great damage output. I've been rethinking my assessment of him early on. I made a video on all the Legendary Lords. I put Scarbrand pretty low. I did have the caveat that he's not trash, it's just that he's incredibly difficult to use in multiplayer. He's a much better campaign character, but he's still got some uses. It's been pretty fun playing around with them lately. Anyways, tournament, perfect timing. Tournament's actually going to be starting here in a sec. So we can make our way over and see. Where's the tournament chat? Here it is. Should be about ready to get all of the factions. Sweet. Okay. Or am I forgot who. Oh yeah, I'm playing Norska in the first round. Try to be a little bit more analytical about my picks this time around. On what maps I'm going to be playing factions on. I think I've got a decent little spread here, and a good opportunity to get into the top 4. Just have to actually close games out. Okay. Bracket is up. Sweet. Oh, I'm up against Soy Bacta. It's been a while since we played. Who are they playing? Oh, Bacta's Brett's. Okay, cool, okay. Norska oh my god, Norska versus Bretonia? That's not a matchup I'm gonna turn my nose up at. It's gonna be a little tricky. Bretonia does have some, tools to, beat up on some of your units, for sure. I think if I play this right, though, I should be fine. We've also got really good Lords of Magic against Bretonia. I'm not 100% sure who we bring here. Wolfrick's a good option, but can get beaten up by Lewin. May need to be careful of that. I'll think about it. What do we bring for magic? There's a lot of really good lures against Bretonnia. You can go with Shadows Famir. They can drop Melkoths on all the cavalry. Burning Head isn't bad if you think they're going to go with a big old tide of units. You've also got Deaths in Metal with the Shaman Sorcerers, who I honestly think are really good. Like, Famir are strong, don't get me wrong. They're a little slow, though, and they're kind of expensive. The Shaman Sorcerer, you can bring, like, dirt-ass cheap. Like, cut all the spells, basically. All these stupid scrolls. And you can see on the Warhorse, with just, like, the bare-bones spells, 770 gold is pretty sick. Really, really nice price point for this guy. Might be what I bring. I might mix it up, though. Let me invite Soy real quick. Throg. Well, I'm gonna push y'all away for now. I'll move you guys over to take a little peek at the current standings. There has been one tournament played, so Lord Chicken up here, undefeated in that tournament too, taking the first one of the season. Charix and Via Anime right behind, Rustoch and Bambu not too far back. And Oishi dropping a couple games in that first tournament. They're usually one of the mainstays. At the top of the leaderboard. Can't imagine they're not going to end up getting some huge wins later on this season, some point down the road. And doing pretty nicely for themselves. Alright. Let me start getting ready for this match. Scalandir's Cave is the first map. We're gonna go here. Start building up this army. Some of these guys, one of them's, and I think an extra one of these guys in reserve ain't gonna be bad. Do I want a big monster? I don't actually know if I need something that big. Yeah, maybe I pass this time around. Maybe one. I think I'll pass on that. I'll get another one of these guys in here. Maybe a little bit risky of an opening, but I think one that could pay off if I play my cards right. Should be okay. Don't think I'm ceding that much momentum to my opponent by opening up like this. I just don't know if I need this. Maybe just one of these guys and See, the tricky thing with Norska always that I find is how to mix in some of these more situational units and not end up giving a whole bunch of momentum away. Okay, alright. I think I found my build here. I think this should be pretty strong. We'll have to be careful though, of course. We can't be over confident for sure. I think as long as I play this fairly smart, should be a pretty decent time for me. Got some good magic, I got a really good lord choice, I've got good mobility, some decently strong infantry here. Yeah, I mean, maybe one of these guys wouldn't be a bad idea in the reserve either. Okay. I'm ready. I'm gonna flip away, and I'll bring Il back, just so that we can hang out and talk for a minute. We'll let Soy finish building the army here. Shouldn't be too long. But welcome everyone. Nice to have you here. Let's see if we can get this first dub under our belt. It's been pretty tough sledding the last few tournaments for me, but I have been practicing a lot more these last couple of weeks. I've had a little bit more time to actually play the game as opposed to just casting all the time. I think I'm starting to really feel out battles a little bit better. Probably the biggest thing. Getting reps in is actually pretty important in this game. You really can't just sit back and expect to be able to out-micro your opponent if you're not practicing a fair amount. Just because there's so much that goes into the decision-making in this game. The more reps you have, the better your processing is, which is probably one of the biggest things about taking games here. See what fun little things we've got going on this map. We got some nice fire JPEGs in the cave here, obviously. Very, very cool, imposing valleys. Just like feeding up into here. I don't actually know who Scalandir is in like the Warhammer lore, but the name pops up enough in the game itself that I would guess it's gotta be some kind of like famed Norscan chieftain or something. Guess it's kind of guess it's pretty thematic that we are playing Norska right now then. So I brought the Maws of Savagery here. They're gonna be my little protection force for my horsemen while we try to cap objectives early. I could have just brought regular skin wolves, but they're a little vulnerable to like Knights of the Realm, and These guys are armored. They've got, 70 armor, which isn't a ton, but is a decent amount, and they do actually have a majority AP on them. I thought they'd be really good for opening up, like, positions of knights, given the right kind of opportunities, but we're going to have to play very carefully with them. They're pretty expensive. Pretty small army from Soy, so we'll see how this plays out. I've got Sea Fang, of course. It's going to be very good for clearing infantry. Searing Doom, also to clear infantry, but also Plague of Rust to shoot down knights. And Searing Doom can punish blobs of cav pretty well also. So we'll need these guys to really perform here for us to get maximum value. I think we just push the middle. Maybe we'll go over to the number 3 objective if we get the opportunity. I'm gonna try and not be too greedy here, though. And I've got a bunch of stuff in reserve here. I do have a Feral Manticore for some terror, if need be. Bretonnians are a pretty low leadership faction. They do have the Grail Reliques, though. So I figured a Mammoth may be an overinvestment against garbage infantry. Bretonnia does have pretty good anti-large cav. That would probably take a Mammoth down. So I'm just foregoing that in favor of having a cheaper terror source if I get the opportunity to bring it out. Some more Armored Skin Wolves, a Norscan Ice Troll, Ice Wolves, of course, for the Frostbite. Beasts of Tashnar, too, just in case I get a chance to run down some Mounted Yeomen or something. They're pretty good against the cheaper options that Bretonnia has. Marauder Hunters can shoot up the Foot Squires if there's a bunch of them. They're an underrated unit in my experience. You don't want to go too heavy into the Hunters on foot. If you mix in one, though, I find you can get some pretty good value out of them if you use them correctly. We'll see what we can do with them. What's up, Tabith? Yeah, Bretonia's not great, but Soy is a pretty good Bretonian player. I have a little experience against them in this matchup. Alright, I presume they're ready by now. They just messaged me, so I'm assuming that that means they're prepared. And we've got a few peasant bowmen, nothing crazy, pox arrows, 1 fire arrow, royal hippos with King Luin. Not super surprised to see that, and life magic to heal it all up. Battle pilgrims coming up. Not too scared of the battle pilgrims, honestly. We captured the point. We're gonna get over here. We're just gonna hang out. Don't want to leave the hippos to just jump us, though, so we do probably need to be a little careful. See what we can do to poke these guys down. But I think we should probably just rotate to the middle objective here. See what we can do to poke at Luin here. Because Plague of Rust is a great spell. Does some big damage if you can actually land shots. And we'd get a great volley off on Luin there. Which is really nice. See if we can hound him a little bit here. While also capturing the objective. Shooting the hippos also isn't a bad idea. And we're going to get over here. We're going to bring our boys. The poke is nice. It's going well so far. My opponent's really going for the cap over here. Mounted Yeomen out on the flank. This is where the Beasts of Tashnar come in. I think they're going to actually do some pretty good damage here. And maybe we can get up here and poke away at these guys. Although it looks like the hippos might be going to rotate to try and control that objective over there. Send some stuff off to this direction. We can shoot down the battle pilgrims here. I don't hate the idea. Luin's coming. Pull back a little. Let's get our boys forward some. If we can punish Luin on the ground, it'd be pretty amazing. But it does look like he's going to be able to get out of here in time. Bretonnia is rotating. They're going to be coming over here. We do actually get on top of the Mounted Yeomen, so we are able to take them out. We're going to leave these guys here and pull back. Let's hit these guys. Let's keep pulling back our squishy stuff, and we'll send our Marauders over, because they'll have a pretty good time fighting the Bretonnian infantry. We'll bully the Battle Pilgrims, and we'll get ready to drop some Sea Fangs, because it's going to do some disgusting damage to the battle lines here. More Battle Pilgrims coming up. Just keep shooting here. Wulfric moving in. We're going to drop a Sea Fang here. It should actually hit basically the entire line of whatchamacallits, longbows here. Does do some really great damage. Lewin's coming into land. Wulfric is going to pop Hunter of Champions here. Hopefully be able to get out of here without just getting absolutely shit-canned. Pull back, pull back. We can drop a Searing Doom here. It'll do some good damage. Pull back a little bit. And these guys didn't end up coming forward for us, so let's get all of our hounds over here. What are these? Knights of the Realm? Knights of the Lionhearted are a good unit. Should be able to punish them pretty decently here. And let's actually get a Plague Arrest done on our Hippogriffs here. And shoot them down. Wulfric, or that's Lewin using a sort of Corona, I think. Which I'm not too afraid of. We're just going to run away here. We got our Armored Skinwolves coming in. I maybe should have saved a Sea Fang for now, when it's going to be a little bit stronger. We've got Battle Pilgrims killing our stuff over there, but we did a shit ton of damage to the Royal Hippogriff Knights. We can still get our Marauder Horsemasters out of here. They should be decently safe, and we should be able to punish the Knights of the Lionhearted here. They're pretty trapped up now, which is going to be pretty brutal for them. Got our Ice Wolves to charge in. We're going to send some Ice Wolves over here, and then we're going to rear charge. Sea Fang is up. Oh my god. Get ready for the fattest Sea Fang of all time there. Gonna do some really disgusting damage for me, which I'm very excited for. Hits the entire Bretonnian Yeoman line, or Men-at-Arms line there. Let's keep chasing these Knights of the Realm here. We've got some Ice Wolves. We're going to send one over here while Lewin's going to get killed. And we're going to send Maws of Savagery with the Beast of Tashanar over. We should be able to chase a lot of these guys down now. We do have a little bit of a problem with our infantry. Some of them are folding up, but we should be able to rally in here. Bretonnia's infantry is pretty worn out. We should be able to wear them down. We're trading pretty well. Now, we've got a pretty decent lead here. Let's get around, let's get in, let's go, and we're actually going to turn around and fight the Knights of the Realm now that they're coming back in. And we can always drop this here and punish. Hunter of Champions, just to slow our mans down. We don't want him to be all over us, preferably. Probably going to lose the Hounds, or the Maws of Savagery there. But we've still got a decent number of Skinwolves. Try and cap this point. What should we bring up? We should bring forward the Marauder Hunters, I think, with the axes. They should do some pretty good damage here. Jive in here. We're crushing a lot of this stuff, and we've got the Companions of Quinnell coming in. Holy crap, okay. Let's try and avoid them with our caster as much as possible. Let's charge these guys down. We're going to overcast here, because that should be pretty devastating for the Companions. Good micro, though. Actually pulls away from it pretty well. Avoiding the worst of it. Leaving me a little bit out in the cold. But we can run away again. The old Wulfric. Let's get him over. We've got these guys here. Poor Maws of Savagery, dude. They just got folded up. They had no chance there. It's a pretty chaotic fight, but I think we're in a decent enough position here. I don't think it's too devastating for me yet. Pull out and get over here, get on here. We need to save our objectives. There's not a lot of infantry for Bretonnia left. As long as we can poke stuff down, we should be fine. And we've got our hounds over here who did win that fight. We don't really need any infantry over there. Let's get these guys in. Probably just need to clean my lines up, honestly. Damn, we got some Skinwolves routing here. They got decent value. A little bit of problems with the leadership. We should get in over there. Get all these guys running forward. Let's drop our Searing Doom here. It should punish those Hippogriff Knights a little bit. They're struggling to pull out of combat also. You can see it does decent damage there. As long as we just focus them down here, they should die pretty quickly. We can charge in with Wolfric. We'll send the Marauder Hunters forward, because maybe they can start shooting old Lewin there. Actually use the Hunter of Champions on him, although my stuff does end up terror routing, which is pretty unfortunate. Beaslayers of Bastogne coming in. That's okay. Shouldn't have too many problems with them. I can probably poke them down with my Hunters here. They should do some good damage. Probably need to get away here. We got the Companions beating up on some of my stuff. We can drop Searing Doom. And we need to run away here. A little slow disengaging. You can see how punishing that is for Horsemen. It just hurts so badly. The Knights just get folded up by that spell. Let's get away. Let's try and shoot these guys down and just keep all of my stuff on the move. We need to save our Lord here. We don't want to lose Wolfric. Wolfric dying would be pretty catastrophic. We can bring a Werekin out. They're pretty good on some of these guys. Just keep beating up on the Companions. Beating up on the Royal Hippogriffs. They're about to go down here, and I think Lewin might be doomed here. I think he might be a little too trapped now. Although it does look like he might squeak away here. We've got the Wolves. They should be able to hound him down. Still got some throwing axes. We're going to bring out some more Marauders and stuff. We've got one Seafang in the pocket for any infantry that we want to kill. We'll see about it. Oh, and there we go. We got Wolfric now for sure. And we can drop that Searing Doom there. We'll beat up on these Mana Yeomen with our Trolls and send this guy off to the side. And we'll bring the Manticore out now. I actually do think the terror routes are going to be pretty nice. Let's pull away. And gear up for the opportunity to drop our Seafang now. Because this is going to be a pretty juicy little blobbed up infantry force. And we can probably actually use this right now and finish these guys off. Put these guys on fire at will. Let's try and kill our guy here. And I don't know what happened to our Seafang. It just decided not to go where it was supposed to. So that really sucks, but we still got Searing Doom. So let's go ahead and drop that then. Winning over here. What do we have over here? Oh, Knights of the Lionhearted came back out. Okay, fair enough. What do we have in reserve? We got a lot of expensive stuff. Okay. We're hounding down Lewin pretty nicely, and our Marauder Champions have been just holding against a bunch of units here, which is pretty awesome. We can use our stuff to bully here. Get the hounds to move over some. Just keep shooting all this stuff up. I can just keep committing units into this fight. I should be able to finish off the Grell Relique. And it looks like Lewin is just screwed here. I really don't see him escaping. The Werekin, at the very least, should be able to hang in. And we're going to actually use our Hunter of Champions here to try and keep him locked down as long as possible. The longer we can beat up on Lewin, the better. Even though we're losing a lot of our mobile stuff, I don't think we're in a terribly devastating position. Knights of the Lionhearted just aren't going to be able to cut it here, I don't think. We need to unsummon some units. We need to get the Trolls back in before I forget about them completely. The Werekin is just pounding poor Lewin to death right now. He cannot get away. And the caster is very trapped up there, while the Horsemasters are just continuing to pressure a lot of units down here. We can actually spread them out and get ready for some cycle charging, I think. Beast Slayers are gone. We do have some Men-at-Arms routing here also, even. And with a good rear charge here, we might be able to break those guys. Lifecaster's gone. Lewin broke, so he's lost his healing too. We're going to cap this objective up now. It should be a pretty easy win from here. Send some stuff to the middle. And we'll pull back, and we'll get ready for another cycle charge. Just keep beating up there. Hounds getting attacked by Knights of the Realm. They should die there, but it could be worse. I don't think it's going to be too devastating. Mounted Yeoman going down. Knights of the Lionhearted going to be a little irritating to finish. Send the Beast of Tashnar to help out over there, but we should be fine. The superior AP on the on my boys there should be enough to finish that fight off. Let's get in there. Get all these Skinwolves and stuff moving to the middle objective. And we're just going to run away with Wulfric, because I see Lewin eyeing up an opportunity here. Lapsed a little bit with the Horsemasters. We've got some Marauders who might be able to save him. We'll send the other guys just off, maybe charge down the Battle Pilgrims here. Oh, it does look like the Knights are pulling out there. We'll actually stick over here, since Lewin seems to be wanting to charge stuff down over there. Yeah, the Maws of Savagery and the Beasts of Tashnar are just going to clean up the Knights of the Lionhearted, who have gotten wrecked both times they've been here. They're definitely having a really shitty day. I'll send my Hunter, or not my Hunter, my Marauder Champion off to the side point. Let's get the charge in before I forget about him. There's no Shaman Sorcerer. He's like way the fuck out here. He's at the edge of the map. I don't know what the hell I did with this guy. A little bit of a flub there. The Trolls are doing okay. We should be able to beat the Knights of the Realm here. Even if we don't finish these guys, I think we've got enough battlefield control that we'll just be able to slowly eke a win out here. What are these? Mounted Yeomen. Okay, we'll charge them down. We'll send our Beasts of Tashnar to go finish off over there. Companions of Quinnell coming back out. Let's try and stay away from them and not take any head-on charges against them. We've got the 2 objectives. I don't think we need to be really greedy and go for another one, per se. Let's see what we can do with our magic here. There's not a lot of necessity for it currently. Some Knights of the Realm here, trying to finish up some of my Skinwolves, which is fine. Got a lot of supplies. Don't have a lot of units to bring up, but we'll bring out our Ice Wolves here. Let's unsummon these Horsemen. Might as well. Just to get them back into the pool. And the Maws of Savagery just ran off into the middle of nowhere, which is a big mistake. But we do see the Yeoman over here. I'm definitely going to need to clean my micro up a little bit. Definitely overplaying my hand a little bit in some areas. We do have a pretty solid lead here. I don't think we need to use that just yet. Let's go try and beat up Lewin again. And we want to try and catch the companions out here. Opponent's not going to get that objective. Beautiful. And we'll drop this here. It should do some good damage. He's probably going to avoid some of it, but you can still see how much work it can do against cavalry. And we'll even pop our spell here. We'll charge it in now. We'll get the Manticore in here too. Lewin does go down. Wulfric and my Werekin, a little too much for him to deal with. Captain's Point.
Unending glory is yours.
Solid enough win, I guess. There were definitely things I could have done a little bit better. I'm pretty happy on the whole, though. Spears got a lot of kills. Jesus Christ. Are Marauder Spearmen a good unit? Question mark. Wulfric got 1400 value. A lot of that probably just from Seafang, quite honestly. He didn't really fight Lewin all that much. Royal Hippogriff Knights with 2500 value. Why do they have 7 ranks here? Why are there so many chevrons on those hippos? Good grief. I I would never recommend doing that. Don't give your units chevrons. It makes them so expensive. It's rarely worth it. The gains are pretty marginal for the most part. The only units that should have chevrons are your RORs to begin with. Marauder Champions didn't do amazing. They did okay. The Horsemasters were stupendous. I mean, huge value on them. Werekin was nice. The other Marauder Champion did much better. We got pretty decent value on the Hunters. Beasts of Tashanar were good. The Ice Wolves were crazy strong. They got me some really good value, as well as both of the Skin Wolves here. 1,800 and 1,600 apiece, with 1,200 on the Norskins, on the Norskin Ice Trolls. Hell yeah. Lewin was fine. I'm not a huge fan of Lewin, honestly. Oh, the chevron. Okay, the chevrons on the cannon. I'll give you that one, OG. The chevrons on the cannon is actually a pretty good idea. I've really come around on that one. Alright, that was a really fun first game. Whew. First game, first win. Where's Norska? There they are. We'll get the Norska versus Bretonnian stats rolling here. Bretonnia historically struggles against Norska. Never been a great matchup for them. Oh, we can even go, I don't think, yeah, it looks like the stats haven't really changed. The season is over, but I guess Turin's not, rolling over the season statistics. Just, leaving it as it is for now. Which, I understand. Yeah, Norska up here against Bretonnia, 5-2. Bretonnia does have tools. It is still a little tricky. Just because you're so reliant on Cav. There's so many good Lords of Magic for Norska. On top of having pretty good anti-large in their own right. It can just be rough. Trying 2 up? We got Turin, dude. Turin and I swear to God, we're playing against each other all the freaking time in these tournaments, man. It's so wild. Okay. Oh, he's on the Dowie. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Dowie versus Korn. It is on Itza. Battle for Itza is probably a little bit better for the Dowie than it is for Korn, truth be told, so that's a little bit rough, but I think I'll be just fine. I've got my usual standby build that's almost never failed me. Knock on wood. It's a cold day in hell before I mix it up too much. It just does so damn well against the Dowie. They're so squishy to the units that I typically end up bringing here. Just talking a little trash with Turin here. Turin's pretty worried, but I'm telling him not to. Don't stress it, because this probably is one of the better maps for the Dowie versus Khorne matchup. Honestly, they've got teeth. They're not defenseless versus Khorne. You know, especially not on I think I'm gonna bring one of these guys. What else do I need, man? Probably just rock in here with my usual build. I don't really go for many thrills against the Dowie, truth be told. They're pretty straightforward. I try not to fool around with them too much. You can mostly just throw swarms of infantry up against the dwarves and run over them. They don't do too well against that. It typically ends up being a pretty bad trade for them eventually. Maybe even go... I might go triple Fury in the opening. Bring another Horseman. And I'll get rid of a Fleshhound. Oh wait, I got max bloodletters already. What did I cut up here? Oh, I cut a Marauder. That's fine. I don't think I need any more than what I've got there. Do I want heroes? You know what? Maybe a Minotaur in the opening isn't the right way to go. Bring one of these guys. We got another 850. We'll do this. It's a little different than my normal build. I'm gonna roll with it. Alright, good luck, have fun, Turin. I'm not anticipating an easy game here. I mean, Turin's a great player, so I'm going to have to scrap for it no matter what. I might actually cut the Horseman. I do like the Marauder dual weapons. They're strong. Miners with blasting charges are going to be annoying, but I've got units to intercept them before they get in. I've got a little bit of Dowie hero killing power, and my usual defenses against the Dowie Air Force. Valky is just so good in this matchup. She doesn't do what she normally does and go and beat up on the flanks, really. She just chases gyros all game, for the most part. With the Fury squads, they screen out gyros while dive bombing rangers until your infantry arrive into the mix, and then they really start to flip the battle for you, because the Dowie just cannot get through all the Khorne infantry usually. It is absolutely brutal for them. There are definitely some things you can do, though. We'll see if Turin's going to be able to pull it off here.
The bloody!
He's got a funky army composition. 10 units is pretty damn small. It could just be like a fat line of Iron Breakers, and that would actually be pretty tough for me. We're going to use our cheap infantry to secure the number 3. I'll just do one control group with all these guys. Do this. Okay. So the triple Fury I bring, just so that you can immediately start to dive bomb the Dowie. You can get on them early, and then if they go with just a ton of gyrocopters, you've actually got something to fight those with. Otherwise, it's big sab. Oh my god, he brought a bunch of Doomseekers. Oh no. Doomseeker's not good here. They're very bad into Khorne, honestly. Khorne has way too many tools to deal with the Doomseekers, in my experience. And he went super deep into the characters, man. Holy crap. Okay. Blood Beasts. Oh, there's some Rangers. We'll gear up to charge those guys. Marauders trade really well into Doomseekers also. See if we can actually isolate these miners over here. Send these guys over here. We'll send these guys to the low ground. There's some more Rangers. It's not anything with a whole lot of juice, really. There's a vulnerable Ranger over here. So what you do is you just kind of kite around and play the mobility game a bunch early. You try to look for your opportunities to do exactly this, because you want to isolate Rangers and leave them in positions where they don't have enough support. Let's try and keep our cultists away from the scary heroes. And we do have a Brotherhood of Grimnir in here. We've got Minotaurs. Minotaurs are going to start doing some pretty serious damage. We could probably finish this guy off, quite frankly. And I think I'll bring my my Fleshhound out. Fleshhounds are pretty good against the Brotherhood and units like that. Let's dive bomb these guys. We broke one. We'll fly around and just harass. We'll send these guys to the low ground. No reason to be too stingy with them. There's Dowie Warrior great weapons coming in. We're going to intercept the Long Drongs. We're going to dive bomb them. Let's pull out there. Let's get these guys running in. We're doing a pretty good job already against the Dowie. They're getting a little bit of movement against us in some areas. It's going to be rough, though. It's going to be a very long grind for the dwarves in this game. They are not going to have a very good time here. Ooh, big damage from the Ekron's miners, though. Let's get the cultist in here. Let's get Valkia over. Let's charge back over. We've got our hounds who can charge in here. Let's get these guys forward. Let's go back over here. We're going to save up for a Blood Beast. Blood Beasts are really good in this matchup. And the Minotaurs are going to flatten these guys. We're just going to grind for a minute. We're going to send our Marauders over too. The more Dowie reinforcements you can intercept, the better you end up doing, because the Dowie just cannot equal your numbers on the field consistently. They have a horrible time trying to keep their units safe in this matchup. It is just absolutely disgusting. Let's go steamroll these guys now. I mean, they're just so isolated. They have, like, absolutely no hope. And there's some shenanigans coming in back there, so we're going to actually send our Minotaurs and stuff over here. Cultist is probably going to maybe go to the middle. We're very heavily up in value. Oh, the Grimdelvers are here? Okay, that's fine. Grimdelvers, they struggle here, too. It's going to be hard for them. The Exalteds I don't want to use to, like, grind against these characters, really.
Incidental.
Come on, guys. Don't get stuck here. We're going to use Relentless Rage here, because these Minotaurs are going to take a shit ton of damage, but they are going to get on top of the Grimdelvers here. And they shouldn't be too long for this world. They're honestly a pretty squishy unit. We intercept the Slayers. Let's beat up on these guys while they're stuck here. Let's pull out now, and we use the Marauders to do damage. And now the Minotaurs and the Fleshhounds are just going to go pinball other stuff. Cultists struggling a little bit. We've got Dowie pinned up on the middle ground here. They don't really have a whole lot of places to go currently. He's doing a good job of playing in the backfield here, but he's losing a lot of momentum on objectives. And Thorgrim is actually in a horrible spot here. He is so vulnerable currently. So we're gonna try and go take his ass out. And the Grim Delvers are within range of a Sloupnir for the next fight. We're gonna pull our cultist away because he doesn't need to be here. Miners are gonna go kill the Brotherhood of Grimnir with the big boys. And Valkia just needs to pop Demon Shield and kill Thoric. Because Thoric is awful against Valkia. He's a big target on the throne. And see, we can just screen these guys out endlessly. Like, we'll pull these Minotaurs back over here now with the Blood Beasts, and we'll still be able to get after the Dowie forces. And we can just keep trotting Bloodletters out endlessly. Because they're going to be really good for pressuring objectives here. Let's go kill the characters! Brotherhood of Grimnir and Felix are stuck in the open field now. Where are you going, Thoric? You ain't going nowhere, bud. We'll use our summon here. Grim Delvers are stuck. They ain't going nowhere. We'll use our cultist in the Bloodletter summon to kill these miners, and then finish up the Grim Delvers if there's any of them left. That's fine. The Bloodletters are strong enough against blasting charges, they can usually survive a volley pretty well. We'll just send some stuff up there. And we'll come cap the middle. Alright, we killed the important stuff, so now we can just ignore the characters. You don't want to fight Dowie characters, really. You want to try and avoid it as much as possible. Valkia is, fine. She'll be okay. She can just run away now. Oh, we did a bunch of damage to the hero. To, Big Boy. Let's get in there. Bloodletter summon, cleaning up some stuff, doing fine. Miner's not going to make it to the points. Valky and the Marauders are going to come back over here. Come on, guys, stop getting stuck here. I don't need y'all there. We can send a Fury out now. Now that there's a Gyro on the field, we can just chase those guys down. And we'll pop this here so that these guys can get some damage off on the Rangers. We just want to try and finish this Ranger unit if we can. But even if we can't, we should be fine. Got these Bloodletters running off into the middle of nowhere. We're capping up the points. We've got more Bloodletters here. Where are y'all gonna go? You know, like, you can't run away forever. And Thorgrim is still alone over here. So I actually think we can go back over here and beat his ass to death again. The Dowie just don't have answers to all the Bloodletters, man. God, it's so violent. It's maybe a little bit cruel, just running around here like this, with all these easy counters to the dwarves. Because even if you can't kill all their units, you can usually just stuff them off the points for so long they can't do anything about it. The Dowie did hold that point. The value lead's real nice for us. Let's actually maybe go finish those guys. I'll bring another Fury in. Because they can go chase the Gyros. No, the Gyros I can't leave unengaged any period of time, actually. And we do kill the Dowie Lord. Doomseeker's coming in. Still got some guys here. They can go in and do some damage to him. Just got a ton of Bloodletters now. We'll unsummon these Minos. They've done their work. They don't really need to do much anything else. We'll chase that Gyrocopter off and... Oh, no. Don't need to unsummon that. Pretty please. Send these guys in. We can lose the character. It wouldn't be the worst thing. Wow, the Grim Delvers with 22 models are over here.
Quickly! Disengage! Brothers in bloodletting!
We're just gonna hammer down the Doomseekers as best we can. Run all these guys down. We chase that off. We're killing these guys here. We just ignore the characters, of course. Like, don't ever engage them. You're just, like, trading out a ton of value for nothing at that point.
Spreading ruin. Glorious brutality.
Oh, we're just gonna swarm these Doomseekers and finish them off here. Because we can pop our horn here, and that should just finish them off in record time. No less. We can bring a Forsaken up for any more miners that might come out. We got Ekrons coming back out. Let's get away. Valkyrie doesn't really need to use this other Sleipnir. I could probably finish this miner off back here if I want to with it. Doomseekers are going down. Probably not going to be able to finish all those infantry off, so... Okay, he's got him. He's got the Rangers back on the move here. We'll kite the charges out. You can actually kite them pretty effectively as Khorne. They got a little bit of a volley off. It was decently worth it, but not the most damaging thing in the world, and we've got them by the absolute nuts here. Like, the Dowie can't leave the middle. If they leave the middle, they lose. And they can't also really just can't afford to stay where they're at right now. It's a good volley with the gyrocopter. Fury should be able to get back up in the air on them. We're just going to stuff them. We got a ticket lead here and everything. I could bring out Minotaurs. I think I'll bring out the Exalted Bloodletters, though. The poor gyrocopters, man. They just can't do anything. Oh, you hate to see it, man. You really hate to see it. We're gonna camp the Vanguard, actually. Unironically, you can do that against the Dwarves, if you've got the units on the field. Oh, get away, run! Valkia, flee! Big mistake on my part. Luckily, the Dwarves are slow as dirt, so they're probably not gonna be able to punish me here. It was a good attempt, though. I mean, that was really, it was really worthwhile, as a try. There's just so much the Dowie have to do right. Getting away a little bit. We've still got the Furies just chasing back here. I would imagine that Turin's trying to save up for units. She's not going to be able to get them out on the field in time. That's how you beat the Dowie. You just deny them value and intercept all their stuff, and they lose because they can't do anything to you. Rangers die. The Doomseekers are okay. Oh, this was Thorgrim, not Thorek. Okay. Thorgrim arguably even worse than Thorek, though. Ouch. Okay. Well, a worthy second win here. Yeah, mirror match. I feel ya, OG. Mirror matches are tricky. It's hard to know what is and isn't going to be good in a mirror. The builds are so off the wall in mirrors. It's amazing. It's one of the reasons why I actually like them. There are mirror matches that suck to watch. Norska's a bad mirror to watch. Vampire Count's kind of boring. Vampire Coast's boring. Tomb Kings is actually kind of fun. They're the one undead faction that has a fun mirror match. Khorne is a ridiculously fun mirror. Mostly just because you see Scarbrand and a bunch of mobility. That's always pretty funny. Warriors of Chaos, you see wild builds. Wood Elves is probably not really fun to watch. Nurgle, very boring. Dowie, boring. Beastmen probably pretty boring because you're just gonna see tons of Centaurs. Like the mirror matches that are fun are ones where the rosters already have a pretty wide variety to pick from. Or in the mirror match, you end up seeing some units that you don't typically see, like with Khorne, where Skarbrand is very meta in the mirror match. I need to actually record the game as well before I forget about it. And 1-0. Where the hell is Khorne? What am I? Here we are. Blanking on it, man. Am I doing practice rounds after the stream? Probably not. It's probably going to end up going pretty long. I'm just going to play until I'm out. But, yeah, we could probably play some practice games another time. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, per se. You know, I'm probably going to be free. I'll probably stream tomorrow at some point. If I don't, though, I'll just put up a video. Things are a little up in the air for me right now. I've got a very flexible schedule, which is nice. Sometimes that does lend itself to just laying back and taking it easy, though. How much longer we got on this round? Should be over fairly soon, right? Hitman Hippo and Lahoot are still playing. Scrambled Egg and Christopher's. Blood Penguin and Outer Region. Scrappin'. Harrison won. Wow, Debulch actually 2-0 right now. Hell yeah, that's sick. Oh, Boss beat Anticity. Damn. It's been cool seeing Anticity back in the tournament scene. Like, I think I started, I think I really started watching all of Turin's stuff around the time that Anticity popped up onto the scene in Warhammer 2. Like, that's when I really got into the multiplayer. I'd watched Turin before up to that point. But, seeing, like, Falcon and Anticity scrapping was really fun. I never got into land battles, though. It was always a little too, samey for me. Like, after about 100 games of land battles, I was really tired of playing kite matchups every single game. And Domination has been just like a beautiful middle ground where you can totally meme, you can bring some wild builds into Domination mode and actually win. Land battles, to me, always had a very stale meta, where it was just mobility for days. And infantry was just absolute garbage, and you were throwing if you brought them. But in Domination mode, they actually have a use, and they can provide you good value if you know what you're doing with them. So that's really fun. Because I don't think I would want to play Khorne if all I could bring was Flesh Hounds, Chaos Knights, throwing axes, and skull cannons all the time. Conquest is okay, though. I do enjoy Conquest. Actually having a capture point is pretty nice. It keeps games a little more grounded. Why does it keep defaulting to the Mountains of Morn, man? When was the last time people played a game on Mountains of Morn? Like, oh my god, I can't even remember the last time I played on this garbage map. You know, this map honestly wouldn't be terrible if it didn't have these 4 big rock pillars in the middle. If they took that out and then it was like a bowl with a ton of room to maneuver in the middle, it would actually be pretty fun. Yeah, same. I still play plenty of campaign. I might stream some... Maybe I'll stream campaign tomorrow. That'd be fun. It'd be pretty, you know, chill. Because I really haven't played too many of the Warhammer 3 campaigns now that I'm thinking about it.
In the name of Magnus.
Would be a good campaign to do. I haven't done any of the Ogre Kingdoms campaigns. I know they got reworked. Maybe they'd be pretty fun. I've played quite a bit of the Warriors of Chaos ones. The only ones I haven't played are Village, Be'lakor, and Festus. Azazel was fun. Valkia is obviously a blast. I mean, she's just got such a cool starting point. Being up here, immediately fighting Dark Elves. Multiplayer campaign? Maybe, sometime. The only reason I'm hesitant to do a multiplayer campaign is just, you know, finding, like, you know, good people to play with. You know, who are chill and aren't going to be, like, gross and vile. And then the fact that there's just really horrible netcode for doing anything multiplayer. The second you start adding more than 1 or 2 people into a campaign, it just falls apart, man. CA is notoriously bad at keeping things on track in that regard. Scarbrand was a fun campaign, too. I played a little Skulltaker. Skulltaker was kind of boring, because when I played Skulltaker, it was before he got patched. The campaign was just too easy. And, I mean, like, by turn 30, I think it had steamrolled all of Lustria. And that was on the harder difficulties, too. Like, I usually play on the very hard settings, and Skulltaker was just an absolute snorefest in terms of how easy it was. Like, he's just got too good of a starting army, honestly. I mean, like, compare Scarbrands to Skulltakers, and Skulltaker isn't even that much weaker of a character. So you get all these badass units, while Scarbrand's got some Chaos Warriors and Bloodletters, and that's it. Like, Scarbrand has to do a lot of heavy lifting in the early stages of the campaign, while Skulltaker just rolls in and just annihilates every army he runs into. And then the actual mechanics for his cloak are ridiculous. He gets so many buffs. Arball would be fun. I don't know. I'll go back to, you know what, I haven't played, I've never played the Sisters of Twilight. Maybe that's my ticket. I'll think about it. Yeah, I've heard the Old World, mod is pretty good. I tried SFO one time. I didn't love it. I thought it was a little too cheesy for my liking. Like, I understand it's more lore-friendly. And it is kind of hilarious to watch, like, a unit of Grail Knights that have, like, 4 models in them kill, like, 1,000 men in battle. It's pretty hilarious, but, I don't know. I steer away from it, generally. There's just so much content in the game as it stands. I've never really felt the pull of any mods other than some of the more superficial ones.
Power shall heal my mind.
Like, there's always going to be problems with Total Warhammer, but CA really did outdo themselves with this game. I mean, going back and playing some of the older Total War games, which I adore. I freaking love older Total War games.
My challenge?
But going back and playing them, you can see the rough edges of those games now, just with the way this game balances variety and also keeps each faction interesting and unique. Going back and playing, like, Rome 1, where half the factions are basically the exact same, really is not all that exciting. It's kind of spoiled me. Are they ever gonna fix Throg? Oh, gyros get 3 models in SFO? So what are the... Are there any other changes to gyros other than the model count? Because I know there's some mods where you get some absolutely insane stuff that you can do. Oh, we're playing Scrambled Egg Special here. Okay. Where is Scrambled? Oh, here. Oh, Tomb Kings. Oh, God. Okay. Empire, Bretonia, Tomb Kings, Vampire Counts, Kislev. Yikes. Oh, man, this is going to be rough, because I think I'm playing Chaos Dwarves. How are the Chaos Dowie doing against Tomb Kings? Oh, they got a pretty good win rate, actually. What the hell? How? Oh, flame gyros shoot like a bullet rather than a spray. That sounds fun. I mean, to be fair, the fire effects are kind of garbo in Total War right now. They really don't look good. So that sounds like an improvement just on the FX side of things. I don't know what they did between game 1 and 3 that ruined the fire effects so badly for, like, flamethrowers. It is pretty staggering to see. They went from looking beautiful, absolutely stunning, gorgeous effects to haggard garbo that I would rather eat glass than look at for an extended period of time. Oh, good against S. That's interesting. Because, honestly, I mean, Dowie aren't bad against SCs, but having something in the air that can do a little bit better job shooting stuff down would be pretty nice. Because I don't really know how... Like, gyro bombers are okay against single targets. There's definitely a lot that is left to be desired from them. Alright, what the hell do you do against the Tomb Kings in this matchup? I mean, I imagine a Fire Sorcerer isn't bad here. I mean, Burning Head to clear out all the chaff. Yeah, Baltor's character I think is a good idea. Hate to do it, but I'm gonna kick y'all away for a minute. Okay, cool. So you're not staring at a blank screen. Death Shriek for Chosen of the Gods. We are on Edge of the Darkwood. Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Are these not vulnerable to, Well, I guess the Tomb Kings are gonna have a hard time diving, if I'm really thinking about it. Like, what are they gonna dive you with? Oh, hold on. Hold the phone. Oh god, do I dare do this? Oh, it'd be so funny. Nah, I get the feeling this would be absolute dog water. How about these guys? Dowie Warriors probably pretty strong against the Tomb Kings. I can't see them being bad, really. Probably don't need that many, though. I do think a horde of Goblin Laborers isn't a bad option here. Is that high impact enough? Damn. I don't know. I mean, honestly, this isn't a matchup that I have any experience with. Maybe I should just get in here, not overthink it. As it stands right now, I feel like I'm overthinking it a little too much. No, the bows are probably going to get out traded. A little mobility wouldn't be bad. Alright, sure. Definitely two of them. What else do I need? One of these guys probably okay. Ooh, Chorse versus Norska. Hell yes, man. Sounds like a fun-ass matchup. Okay, actually, I'm gonna do this. We need to bring the right tools here, or I'm gonna get flattened. So I think I'm gonna go with something a little bit more surreptitious, a little bit more expeditious. Surreptitious, even. Sorry it's taking so long. It's just, it's a process for me. Figuring out what I want to bring sometimes. What about a Bone Giant, though? I feel like a Bone Giant would be pretty insane to run into. I'd probably kick my ass, too, with my build. Whatever. I just can't fucking worry about it too much. I've never played this matchup before, so... my Chaos Dowie aren't bad. Like, I know how to play them. Just don't have a ton of experience in the matchups with them, to be quite honest. I guess the only thing I'm worried about here. But for the most part, I feel pretty confident. Okay, so. Boop. Flip over. Let's get it going. Let's see if we can beat Scrambled Egg here. Scrambled is a amazing player. We've played a handful of other matchups. We played some Corn versus Ogre Kingdoms one time. It's the only time I've beaten Scrambled, so we'll see if we can actually get a win here or not. Our build's definitely interesting. I will give it up to myself for that. Whether it's actually going to be any good against the Tomb Kings, I have no idea. I mean, at least the Tomb Kings are fairly predictable. They usually aren't doing anything too crazy. Got a big ol' Tomb King's army here. Let's see if we can protect Mr. President here. We brought a Burning Headcaster, probably could have used Final Transmutation. It is such an expensive spell, though. And I figured there was a possibility that Scrambled would go, like, crazy wide, which he kind of has here. I would guess there's probably Sepulchral Stalkers and stuff. I'm kind of glad I brought the Burning Head now. Just to, like, roast out the infantry. As long as I can get some good spell casts off, I should be alright here. On the Infernal Castellans, I'm thinking about keeping back just to protect the Death Shriek Rocket. I actually think they'd be pretty good at defending the backfield. We'll just see about it. And I'm going to have to play it by ear. I wish I had brought Fireball like I'd been thinking about earlier. Fireball would be pretty freaking awesome right about now, because it'd be doing some sick, nasty damage to the, to old Kotep here. He'd be really squishy to it. Oh, I got a big old mobility build here. Okay. Intriguing. Chosen of the Gods are gonna go hide in the trees. I'm gonna bring out... these guys all need to be running. I don't know why they're moving so damn slow. I'm gonna bring out Infernal Guard. I'm gonna need them. Got plenty of WOM, so not super worried about that. I am a little worried about the fact that I'm probably not going to be able to capture my objectives anytime soon. That is going to be really shitty. I'm very unenthused about it. So we got the Death Shrieker rocket going right now. Let's actually see if we can hit these guys or not. We're going to fire in here. Let's get up. Start getting in some guys here. So yeah, coming in here trying to shoot the Death Shriek right now, which I totally understand. Not a bad idea at all. It's going to take me a minute to press back a lot of this stuff, but we should be able to eventually. Death Shrieker got a little bit of damage off, for sure. That's nice. Something. Let's get up on the points. Let's get back. Let's get more Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders and get this point. Slow walk these guys forward. Let's cast a Burning Head here and see what kind of damage we can get off. It will roast out at least one skeleton. Maybe it catches some of the horse archers too. That'd be pretty awesome. Quite frankly, I could really afford it right now. Okay, cool. And the Infernal Guard Fireglaive are gonna come camp over here. Let's run away. I actually don't know if we're gonna be able to save the Death Shriek here in time. I actually think it's going to be pretty tough. But we're going to throw stuff in. We're going to get back here. We do have our Fireglaves here to shoot at things, which is pretty awesome. All this stuff is doing things. We did cap the middle objective. That's nice. We're chilling. We're value trading okay. Let's get up over here. Let's cap our point back. And we'll swap to the demo rocket and start shooting our boy here. Beautiful Burning Head target right here. I mean, just absolutely fat stacks of Garbo ready to get roasted down. Let's get away from there. Don't want to be fighting those guys. I'll bring up the Blazing Beards of Basharik next. I think they'll actually be pretty good here. Let's get away. Let's get away. Just need to trash as many of these guys as possible. Let's get away. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Pull back. Pull back. Go get these guys. I do think there's a little bit of inefficiency with my build, but I think I might be alright with that for the most part. Get back, guys. Come on, please. Begging you. Get forward. Chosen of the Gods are out. They are not doing too hot, though. So, not too worried about it right now. They're getting a little damage on me, for sure. Oh, and here comes the Ushapti summon. I don't think we can save that now. But that's fine. We did a ton of damage to Kotep there. Oh, maybe we can save the Death Shriek. Actually, don't think it's going too bad for that. Let's get our heroes away. We'll actually use our guy here to land aggressively and attack some. Now we trot out... What do we bring out? A Bale Taurus? Oh, the Necrosphinx is out on the field. Okay. That's kind of wacky. Let's turn around. We got this stuff going. We're killing quite a bit of the cavalry here, actually. Okay, the Bull Centaurs are getting bullied, and the Sphinx is actually, or the Ushapti summon is actually getting our Death Shriek now. Let's see if we can kill Big Boy there. Okay, we're actually getting our ass kicked on the value trading now. It's getting a little bit bad for us. Let's go land on the Chosen of the Gods. I just don't know what I'm doing here. Like, I'm just way too slow on the draw. I think if I were a little more familiar with this matchup, I'd be doing a little bit better, but the Fireglaves here are just getting folded up by just a shit ton of garbage. Landing in here, doing some damage. We did save the Death Shriek, which is pretty awesome. We're going to try and punish this blob here. That is a ton of stuff. I think we'll need a triple cap no matter what we do here, though, which is not going to be super fun. Oh, beautiful. What an epic shot. They actually just killed most of my own guys. Necrosphinx, we're getting some damage in on him. We got our Burning Head caster here. We might as well cast this, because these guys are all about to die. We're just having a miserable time here. We don't have any points, really. We just lost our Death Shriek. Starting to get a little damage in here, but I don't think we've got the right tools for this match here. I think I just needed to be playing a little bit better, and I think I'm playing a little bit too slow, actually. And I think that's gonna lose me this game, quite frankly. Because we are in desperate need of some caps here. We've got, like, nothing going for us right now. See if we can save the Fireglaive there. I don't know how we're gonna, but we need to try to. Burning Headcaster was not the right call here. I really think I fucked myself by not bringing a better option. Because it's just seemed incredibly bad, quite frankly. And I wish I had a Lamasu. That's usually what I bring for the Lord option. More Chaos Dowie Infantry. No Castellans, I think. I don't think the Castellans have been that great. They certainly haven't been terrible, but I don't think they're giving me enough momentum, is the real problem. And the Fireglaves are just getting hounded out by trash, so that's always fun. We did deal with the Chosen of the Gods alright. I don't hate the Death Shriek. These guys in guard mode and just leave them there to grind, I guess. I don't know what we do here. I do think that Scrambled gave me opportunities to win this game. I think I just neglected to play this well. Quite frankly, I really feel like I've beaten myself, if I'm going to be honest. And Kotep is just getting pushed around, which is really sucky. Burning Head there. Alright, we're gonna get this point. We're roasting a bunch of stuff down. Let's try and bully some of these units. Maybe I need more mobility early? I have no clue. The heroes have honestly been doing okay. It's just that I'm off all the points here. My poor warriors, dude, they're just getting flattened by these chariots. Holy crap. There are spearmen here chasing all my stuff away. The Fireglaves broke with a bazillion health for some reason, which is also really rough. Okay. Yeah, I really feel like I had some sauce going. I just think the build needs to be refined a little bit more, and I would have been okay. The Bale Taurus character was alright. It's not quite enough. Usirians, of course, ruining my day. That's a GG. Rip. So no Castellans next time. Death Shriek is a go for sure, though. Chosen of the Gods were fine. Necrosphinx did a lot of damage. What in my army didn't get any value? The Wolf Raiders were fine. The Great Taurus was okay. Chaos Dowie Warriors were kind of bad. think I'd bring this guy on the Lamasu next time, just to save some money. I think I'd bring a Torok, unironically, here. Maybe in reserve, though. One render was fine. I don't think you need the Hashut's Dark Ravagers. I think they're overly expensive and don't do enough for you. Deathstreak was good, for sure. The Warriors were kind of garbo. Maybe you just do something like this. And then you bring some Dowie Warriors in the back pocket. So then you've got all your good stuff out early. And then you can still bring all your cavalry in. Taurus was fine. Maybe you don't need an Iron Demon. Fireball would be good against Katep. Just does a ton of damage to low armor stuff. It's got good range on it, too. If you can actually hit Katep with Fireball, you actually roast him out pretty quickly. Blazing Beards. Maybe another Centaur render. Arcadai Fireborn good at all here? I don't think so. I don't see what they're gonna do, honestly. Is the big issue. One of these guys... Maybe I can cut that. Maybe I do bring a Kadai Fireborn. Either that or an Infernal Ironsworn. I mean, the only thing that you'd have to worry about is Chosen of the Gods, and by the time the Infernal Ironsworn are coming in, they should be mostly handled. Going with Hobgoblins as your, like, infantry. They're not really going to kill anything. They don't hold up well in the front line. I just don't know what you can bring for 800 gold. Doesn't really seem like there's much of anything. Maybe Centaur Renders with the shields could be okay. Because then they don't really hate getting shot at by the missiles. Nah, probably not. Maybe the Death Shrieker isn't a good idea. Oh no, not the flame cannon with 17 value. That's gross. I'm so sorry. That's really rough. I don't know. I'll come back to figuring out this matchup another time. I mean, my opponent didn't end up bringing anything to kill Astrogoth, so maybe Astrogoth would be okay. Just Flamestorm. Ash Storm ain't bad. I don't know. I mean, the Lamassu also silences. It's not bad in melee either. It just doesn't have a lot of armor piercing. It's the only thing that the Lamassu can't really do well. There's not a lot of armor on the roster for the Tomb Kings, though. Yeah, the Bale Taurus Lords are crazy strong. They're just so expensive. Cost an arm and a leg, for real. They can 100% carry the game for you, though. Maybe I'll try the matchup again. Maybe just leave the Death Shrieker off the table, though. Although I think I do actually. No. You can bring the Fire Glaives and still use the Lord to Dive, Chosen of the Gods. Okay. Bear with me, guys. So, I've got a theory about what you can do for this matchup. Particularly against a build like what we just went up against. So yeah, you know, you got not a lot of good infantry, but the Infernal Guard Fire Glaives can shoot back. They can advance up with the Goblin Laborer Horde and try and shoot back your opponent on your home objective. They can secure that. You can probably leave all the Goblin Laborers there with one Fire Glaive. You push the other Fire Glaive at the Bull Centaur Render, and then the Hobgoblins and the Chaos Dwarf Warriors up onto the other point. Oh, actually you can send the whole brick there, because then the Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders go to your home objective to defend. And the Sorcerer Prophet just commits to shutting down the Chosen of the Gods, and keeping the Infernal Guard Fire Glaives online all game. You can bring some bows, I guess. They wouldn't be bad. I do think another Bull Centaur Render wouldn't be a bad deal either. Maybe you just go triple Infernal Guard Glaive. Blazing Beards and a couple Warriors in the back pocket. Just a bunch of Hobgoblin Cutthroats, maybe. Maybe you can get rid of those guys, and even bring the Great Taurus still. I don't think you need it. It's doing okay damage. Maybe just for diving anything that your opponent's bringing in that you don't want to have to contend with. I mean, Blazing Beards are okay. I don't think the Blasting Charges are really necessary against skeleton mobs, though. Yeah. Maybe that's what I do. Okay. Definitely feeling a little bit more comfortable with this build. Your Shop Tea are annoying. You can always kite them around, though. Necrosphinx you try to avoid, and you shoot your shoot with your Fire Glaives, and also the Wolf Raider Archers. Your Wolf Raider Archers really, they aren't bad against the Skeleton Horse Archers. They don't win in melee combat. They skirmish fine at range with them, though. I know for a fact I'm not bringing the Castellans next time. They're just not good enough. They did not provide me enough value. They were very slow getting up to the points. I didn't feel like they were very impactful. I mean, hybrid shooters are good in theory, but oftentimes they just get mobbed by Garbo. Kind of like what happened with my Fire Glaives. The problem with the Fire Glaives in that build that I brought last game was they never really got an opportunity to advance forward. without getting hounded. Just because they came in reserve. I think I'd much rather bring out all the Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders, and then one last Fireglaive while still having 2 on the field already. Ogla Khan's boys wouldn't be bad. Oh, and the imbued flammable. Okay. And you can always use your profit just to goon out any lord that might be going after them. You got Flaming Breath. That's also a good breath attack. I think I just need practice. And I would probably be able to take that game next time. I mean, the more I think about it, the better I think this build actually would be in practice as well as theory. Maybe a couple blunderbusses and you just have shit tons of shooting on the field. Make it really hard to run over all your stuff. Whoops. I don't even remember what I am in this last round. Shit. Oh, Lizardmen. Sick. Okay. Lizards versus warriors ain't bad. Let's see what we can do. Let's go super expensive Lord Boy. Let's do lots of skinks. Chameleon skink wouldn't be a bad idea, but maybe not. Let's do 2... I don't think we even need those guys. Let's bring the cohort of Waddle, maybe? I don't know. It's very expensive. 2 of these. Rev Crystal, I don't think I'll need. 1 Croxagore. 2 Feral Cold Ones. Let's bring a Ripper. And we'll bring a couple Red Cresteds. Do we need Saurus? Maybe 1 Saurus. I do think the Cold One Cav are very important here. Bring an Ancient Sally. Damn it, I have no idea what I want. Nah, let's actually do... We'll do 2 spears. bring a solar engine. And Amazon barbs, maybe? Maybe a couple skink skirmishers. I don't think we're gonna need those guys. Just one of these. We've got 650 gold. We'll do one chameleon skink, I guess. Alright, a little bit of a funky build, but I was waiting here for way too long. Can I get into top 4? I've got great tiebreakers. I might be able to get into top 4 here. It'll be tricky, but see what we can do. Doot. Let's actually do this. Just so that they're not, like, totally split up. Get forward. Get forward. Get forward. Oh, wow, I brought Valkia, no way. Aspiring Champions, Marauders. Oh, tons of throwing axes, okay. Let's try and avoid the throwing axes. Fire Leech Bolas be good against those guys? I don't think so. What do I bring in first? He's leaving the objective there, so maybe we can squeak over. Alright, he's gonna defend it. That's fine. Deathcaster, he is literally never gonna get an opportunity to do anything with that. Oh, the Slaughter Guard, no freaking way. Okay, well, actually, you know what we're gonna do? That's the easiest first summon of my life here. Just gonna send our big boy in. We're gonna back up and go over here. Yeah, Mazdamundi is gonna push these boys back. Get out of here, bud. You don't want it. Is Valkia gonna land, or is she gonna drop Sloughnir? Oh, we should shoot here. Let's maneuver over. Let's maneuver over. Another. These guys. We're gonna run over these folks. Let's go push a little. There's Hellstriders. That's fine. I don't know what the hell is going on here with my Ancient Salamander. I just let it get caught, which is really terrible. Oh no, please. Oh, there's Hellstriders here. Oh god. I fucked up big time.
Whoa, folks.
tidings. The enemy has captured one of your victory.
Yeah,
points.
I made a
Take it
big
back.
fumble here. We might be able to save this thing, though. Actually not. Oh, that sucks, dude. I think we're okay, though. Alright, we can still delete these guys with all the magic, I hope. I mean, I've certainly got the goods here in terms of spells. It should be pretty punishing for the warriors here. Rolling up on them pretty nicely. We just need to get back here and kill these guys. And we did actually get this thing to rally, so that's pretty huge. Okay. Let's just stomp these guys. Apotheosis will be good. Let's actually run away. Let's get away there. We're overextending a little bit. Let's pull back some. Let's get that rear charge. Let's get Mazda out of the blob here. I don't know why my guys just don't want to get away from the slaughter guard. Like, they just want to sit on this unit for some reason. It is the absolute last place that I want my lord to be currently. Alright, we're winning this fight a little bit. We need to get over here and kill these Forsaken. Mazda's gonna heal, and we're gonna drop this here on him, and he's gonna be just fine. We're gonna get up over here, we're gonna run over the Marauders. We're gonna shoot the Aspiring Champions and the Slaughter Guard dead slowly. Theoretically. Hopefully. Alright, we have fumbled big time. I think we're fucked. Oh, man. Let's get some guys up. Not playing well this game. This game has definitely not been a very well played one. We're wearing the Slaughter Guard down a little bit now. That's nice. I'm happy for that. I don't actually know if I'm going to be able to take these points, though. That is going to be a massive net of Ammontalk. Oh, baby. Here we go. Let's get these guys forward. Let's keep healing up our boy. He might be okay, even though he's having a little bit of a bad time. Let's get over and out. Let's get over here and cap this point. Let's fight here. Kite some more. Let's get these blood beasts out of here. Just need to keep wearing down the Slaughter Guard. Wow, these freaking Forsaken, dude. What the frick? Doing a ton of damage to my poor little, Red Cresteds. I mean, to be fair, it's a fairly evenish trade. Are we gonna be able to grind this game back? I have no idea. It's gonna be real tough, man. There go those dudes. Forsaken kind of won this fight. Let's pile in. See what we can do. That's a really good play there. Getting my poor little Sally is probably going to cost me the game. I fumbled real bad here. I did not play this well at all. This is totally on me. Ripperdactyls, not good here. They have been a huge waste of time. They're way too squishy to go up against the Warriors of Chaos. I've got spears here. Maybe we can get over here and save some of these positions. I don't think so, though. I think we're just a little bit too cooked here. Maybe with some dive bombs we can make something happen, though. See what we can do against the blood beasts. Oh, whoops. Well, that was a great one. Just kind of waddled my dudes in here. Right into the heart of the enemy. We're kind of ninjing the point off. Okay. Okay. Need to save Mazda Mundi here, though. See if we can kill these guys. Whoa, holy crap, we got a big break over here on all of his units. This is kind of wild, okay. Mazda, just keep running, bud. I'm just gonna keep healing Mazda Mundi for the rest of the game. I mean, I don't see anything else I can do with him. I think he's mostly dead otherwise. Let's summon these guys. Let's get a spear up over here. Let's go collapse. Let's keep running with our boy. Let's heal our boy. Our big, juicy, thick boy. Let's unsummon these guys. Alright, Mazda's gonna run away. We're gonna keep you guys up here, I guess. I desperately need stuff out on the field. Got, like, nothing left. Oh, and here comes a big second wave of goodies. Tons of marauders. Shouldn't be too big of a deal, right? I've got spears coming in over here. Drop this on all these guys. We can get a rear charge, I think. Mazda's just gonna keep healing himself. Got no more WOM reserves, which is rough. Is this fight going okay for me? It's honestly not going terrible right now. Let's just start swarming out with cap weight. Maybe I somehow managed to unfumble this game. I don't know how, but it is possible, I guess. I don't think Mazda is gonna survive is the problem. And I don't think I can finish off what's in here.
Take it back.
Yeah, Mazda Mundi broke, which is big pain for me. I played really poorly. I did not know what I was doing at this stage. Ugh. Big micro and concentration lapse on my part here.
No! The enemy has slain our lord.
Yeah, and Mazda just gets summarily executed here, and I think my entire army is just gonna break now. Yeah, there go the Saurus. They're like half HP too. Oh, no, why did I do this to myself? Oh. I've only myself to blame for this loss here. I slipped up really early with my Ancient Salamander, and never really got the opportunity to shoot down the Slaughter Guard the way I wanted to. Which is pain. The Aspiring Champions are going to be too beefy to get off the point here. These guys, I don't even think are going to be able to kill the Armored Trolls here. Yeah, no, they never did. Okay. That's game. Oh well. We'll come back with it again another time. 2 and 2's fine. Oh. I honestly don't think I'd change the build. I think I would just try to not epically fumble my Ancient Salamander. And I'd be okay. Because everything else is going alright. Like, Sorcerer of Death got some good value. Maybe I'd bring a Rev Crystal. The Hellstriders were annoying. I think I would have been okay, though, if I had just been a little bit more careful. Maybe Mazda is not the way to go. I didn't get a lot of value out of Banishment or Ruination of Cities. Wasn't doing a very good job of charging down infantry, anything like that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay, well, 50-50 for the opening tourney of the season. Not great. Not bad, though. I think with a little bit more time and a little more practice, I'll get there. You can't win them all. Who'd you play, OG? I actually think I saw you in here. Oh, yeah, House Cat's really good. House Cat's tough, dude. Very, very, like, knowledgeable player. Wrote one of the blogs here. Right? Oh, it was House Plant. Oh no, here it is. Yeah, House Cat wrote one of the founding blogs. These are worth reading, by the way. All of the, all these blogs are worth it. Especially this one. Kislev's a tough faction. They take some time to get used to. Once you figure Kislev's shtick out, then you can usually do pretty well. I feel like I could have won all my games. I mean, going up against Tomb Kings is the Chaos Dowie. I think I just didn't really have the... I didn't know what the game plan was. That last game against Turin, I definitely just, like, made a really horrendous slip-up with my, Ancient Salamander early, and I never really recovered from that. I still like Mazda. Sunburst Standard's really nice. Apo, out of Amontok. I mean, I got a good one off at one point, so I think I could keep it. Keep all those. Just playing a little better with them, I think, would be all I need to do. I was a little too incautious with him, quite frankly. Skinks were good. Really need the Bastillodon. Would I bring a Croxigore, though? I think I'd leave the Croxigore off. I don't think I'd bring Roiling Skies, either. I'd bring the Ancient Sally in the opener. Just max Spear Riders to control the Hellstriders, for sure. The Feral Cold ones were fine. I liked the Ripperdactyls. I needed to play a little cleaner with them, too. Red Cresteds were good. Saurus were good. A Rev Crystal in the back pocket, maybe. I don't think a Sacred Croxigore is going to do a whole lot for me. Maybe I bring, maybe I actually don't bring Ripperdactyls. Because they are just so squishy to any flying units. Maybe just go really wide cavalry and mobility against Warriors of Chaos. I could bring the Star Chamber Guardians. Well, you know what? Maybe they'd be good. Unironically. Against Walk, I think they could work. I mean, they're freaking beefy. It would be hard as hell to kill them, so... And you know what? Mazda and the Star Chamber Guardian block. I mean, it's a truly evil brick here. It would be something to have to deal with, for sure. Maybe I can bring the cohort of Sotek Arwar. Who wins, Star Chamber Guardians or Slaughter Guard? You know what? We're gonna do a real janky test here. For future edification. Yeah, we'll just bring this guy on foot with the Slaughter Guard. I just want to see the head-to-head. Methinks the Slaughter Guard would win, but I think with Mazda Mundi healing and dropping spells on their heads, maybe it would be a better fight. Yeah, damn, dude. I had 11 op points. Just we had scrambled. We had Turin 2 times, so I guess technically Turin's carrying us on that front. It's just frustrating. That's fair. I mean, you can avoid the brick, for sure. But, lizards are probably gonna out-trade the Hellstriders over the course of a long game. Hellstriders are strong, but they can really struggle if they, if they're constantly fighting heavily armored cavalry. Like, I'm just, honestly, though, I really just want to know whether this 1v1 even goes in the favor of the Star Chamber Guardians. They give up a ton of stats to the freaking Slaughter Guard. Ski size, they have expert charge defense? Okay. Why did they wander in then? Okay, whatever. We'll heal him. Drop this here. What does the Ruination of Cities even do to the Slaughter Guard? See if it actually hits them here. Wasn't great. Banishment? Doesn't do a ton of damage either. I mean, they've got the spell resist, obviously. Dang, dude, Slaughter Guard just shred the Star Chamber Guardians, huh? Okay. Good to know. So that wouldn't really be the way to go. Yeah, and also my opponent, you know, Turin did bring the, Fated Buna. I'll just bring him on Zlok again and play better with him. I'd have been okay if I just microed Mazda better. I left him in the Slaughter Guard on one occasion. He was getting beat up by Valkia. With that in mind, maybe Harmonic Convergence is the better option. Sunburst Standard, I think I do need. Bonus versus Infantry is 18. You know, I mean, I could always just go for the good old Dread Saurian. Nothing beats that. That'd be pretty funny. Shredder. Shredder just bodies everything, man. I mean, I'd still have Banishment. I've also got Blood Statute of Spite for some killing power. I mean, Carnosaurs are better. The problem with the Carnosaurs is that their melee attack isn't all that great. I mean, Gelblom's Terror could do it, maybe. Valkia's just so good. I mean, her melee defense is actually kind of cracked at 55. Like, that's better than most of the other characters in the game, quite honestly. It's the same as Kugath, and Kugath is tanky as shit, so... In terms of actual dueling prowess, there's really not many characters that can equal Valkia. Like, Torox doesn't even have that much melee defense. Wulfric is behind her, even. I think Tyrion and maybe, like, 2 other characters have more melee defense than her. She's surprisingly hard to hit. And I feel like a Carnosaur is maybe not enough. And the other issue with the Carnosaur is even if it does beat Valkia, what is it going to do after that? Like, it's got good armor. Its leadership is pretty low, though, which is why I'm a little hesitant about it. Like, 70, if it gets rear charged at the wrong moment, it's just gonna rout. And then you are gonna cry and throw up as your army just disintegrates. Maybe Kroq-Gar's the way to go. I mean, Kroq-Gar is such a beast. He's strong, dude. He'd probably beat her also. For 1600, he'd be just as cost-effective as Valkia, while being a little bit stronger. I'll do some testing. If I were to replay it, I don't think I'd change much of the build. Probably just get rid of the other Ripperdactyl. I might not bring that if Amontok. Maybe Comet would be good. Or Curse of the Midnight Wind. We're reducing melee attack and armor. It's pretty awesome. It's got a pretty long duration on it, too. The Carnosaur did? Jesus, that's crazy. I'll try him out. I'll try Gelblom sometime. But I feel like if you go Carnosaur, you can always just bring Kroq-Gar and Grimlock. It's a Carnosaur. He's big, he's beefy. Maybe this is the way. How much worse is he? I mean, he's really not that much worse. I mean, he's like almost the same. He's got more HP. He's got better leadership. He's got less melee defense. It's kind of funny. Honestly. He gets Frenzy also. Causes Terror, Missile Resist. Damn, maybe I should just bring my boy. Wasn't even the ROR? Dang, okay. I'm a big believer in Kroq-Gar as a Lord option. I think he's crazy strong. He's who I practice with most as Lizardman, too. I think I might try Crockgarn next time, and then I'll bring Lure of Beasts with Flock of Doom for all the Hellstriders. And that can also punish the Slaughter Guard, if need be. It's not going to be super efficient, but it'd still be something. And I can do, like, the same wide build. Mixing in some red-crested skinks. I'm gonna test the Carnosaur out, though, OG, for sure. I'm just bringing him on the, on Grimlock, because then he's on a Carnosaur. I've had success with him in a lot of matchups. And he also has Hand of the Gods, so the Soul of Damnation, there's no way you can bring the Soul of Damnation at that point, because this thing one-shots it. I think it does, at least. From what I remember. I think all the projectiles have to hit. We can test it out real quick, though. Yeah, we'll do, Battle for Itza. And Hand of the Gods can also shoot the Slaughter Guard, too. Because I think it still do pretty good damage. Yeah. The Soul of Damnation's scary and whatnot. Broken-ass artillery piece. What's new? When is artillery not too strong? Trick question, it's almost always terrible, but there are a couple of exceptions. Chaos Dowie Artillery and the Soul of Damnation are pretty insane. Oh wow, it just actually completely missed. What the fuck happened there? Hold on. Has Hand of the Gods not hit the Soul of Damnation? Did they change this? Because that was kind of crazy. See if the Ancient Salamander can hit it, then. I'll just get Village out of the way. I've never, ever seen Hand of the Gods miss the Soul of Damnation before. Yeah, it must have gotten in his eyes. You know, he saw like a fly or something. You know, distracted him. Alright, buddy. I need you to, like, actually hit your shots. Oh, I forgot this guy's only got 160 range, too. I don't know why I thought I had a ton more, but apparently not, so... playing carefully with your Ancient Salamander, big must. Kind of hard to dodge those shots, truth be told. You gonna actually hit this thing this time, bud? Why does he shoot to the side now? Is he trying to hit... He's trying to hit the crew. That is so dumb. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, and you can't target ground with this guy's shots either? Whoa. Okay. Okay. So, Hand of the Gods obviously does not have good targeting priority anymore. Because it didn't hit shit. Ancient Salamander actually hit the artillery piece, though. Okay, please, Krokgar, stop killing Village here. I just want to see how many shots an Ancient Salamander needs to actually kill this thing. I think the 39 is the actual amount of HP that the artillery piece has. So it's gonna take a little while, man. Jesus. There's a decent amount of time it would take for the Ancient Sally to actually kill this thing, and they gotta get pretty close in. They only have 160 meter range. Oh, okay. That was 6 shots. That's not bad. Okay, I can live with that. I think I'm bringing Krokgar next time. We should test Hand of the Gods against the Slaughter Guard, and then I'm gonna call it after that. And I'll stream tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure what time, but I'll stream tomorrow, guys. I'll see y'all then as well. For now, let's just round it out with a quick little test to see how good Hand of the Gods is against the Slaughter Guard here. I don't think Turin would ever bring the same build, to be fair, though. Turin really likes to mix it up. We both tend to when we play against one another. Alright, let's see what it does here. I mean, this is one of the craziest abilities in the game. Oh man, that's pretty decent damage. 1600 HP. Ain't bad. I think a side shot would also do some pretty good work. And let's see what the Ancient Sally can do. Nice. Amazing accuracy. Gotta love it. I mean, when my Salamander rallied, it did actually do a pretty good job of wearing these guys down. How many models does it kill at once? I only killed one model there. Damn. It did do a decent amount of damage, though. This guy's HP pool is actually kind of insane. And this thing is actually irritating me with how often it is missing. How are you more inaccurate than a skull cannon, dog? Okay. It does some pretty serious damage. Yeah, I mean, it's acceptable. Alright. I don't want it to do that ever again, though. Little Sally boy got a little too excited there. Seeing me, like, reared up on his hind legs and was like, I'm going for it, fellas. Hold my beer. Why does it want to charge in? That is so dumb. It's like 20 meters away, too, when it decides that it's going to rear up and try to attack. I don't feel like that is very intelligent on its part. Phillips is 55 melee defense. I think Azazel has a little bit more. Y'all see that? Is there any way to keep this stupid salamander from charging in when it gets that close to something? Because watch, I'm going to stop it here. These guys are going to get up to about right here, and this thing is going to dive into them. Okay, didn't do it that time. Turn around, bud. Okay, you're taking 20 years to do it. Let's just get it out over here, because I want to see if it does it again. Yeah, see? That's so crazy. Alright. Well, that's actually good to know. Oh, it does, doesn't it? Okay. What's its minimum range, then? It's already short range enough. That's kind of silly. I get it. But I would get it more if CA were able to, like, properly implement the, minimum distance on stuff like the Dreadquake mortar trains. The consistency would be nice. But I think I'll go with Krokgarn next time I play. Till then, that's gonna be it for tonight. We got some good games in. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, guys. Take care.